What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So one of the YouTubers said something about that I talk shit all the time on customers' cars. Well, let's just put this in perspective. It's not talking shit, it's reporting the conditions, right? So you call it what you want. But this is what I deal with. So we're just going to put this in perspective. Say you, the person who has something to say about what I have to say, right? That you're a pet groomer, right? And I don't care what pet you're grooming, birds, rabbits, dogs, cats. You're an animal lover, that's your passion, that's what you do, right? So put yourself in my situation. This is what I love to do, and consider all these vehicles pets, right? When I see vehicles being abused, right, and this is when customers bring them in, they're abused, nobody has anything to say, but you're talking shit on them. But if you've seen an animal being abused, you would call the fucking cops, you would call everyone in God's creation, the news, and then you would get that person arrested. Abuse comes in many forms. So when we talk about abuse, people abusing vehicles, remember, this is my passion, this is what I do, and I love vehicles. And there's some vehicles I hate, but it doesn't change my passion for what I do here, and the time and money and experience I have. So when people come in, and it doesn't matter who they are and what type of vehicle they are, because just like a groomer, they pretty much work on everything. And same thing with a doctor, right? If they see child abuse, what's going to happen? They're going to call DIFUS, they're going to call the cops, they're going to call everyone in their power to do something about it. But when it comes to abusing your vehicle, there's nobody to call, but then you point the finger and say, this guy's a jerk off, and I'm not. So here's the scenario. When people bring their car and ask for an oil change, and it's leaking fuel, the gas tank's falling out, there's no brake pedal, the hood doesn't open, every warning light's on, the oil pressure gauge doesn't work, the engine's knocking, the hood's held down with a cell phone cable or a ratchet strap, on and on and on, steel belts coming out of their tires, the seat's not bolted in, the steering column's falling the fuck out, multiple, and I could just go on and on and on. Remember, I have 30 plus years in this business, and majority of my experience is in a Meineke, and that should be just said enough. So if I bring a customer's car and they're in for an oil change, they get in the car, the engine light's flashing, there's half a brake pedal, the steering wheel's loose, I kind of want to throw up, and then the car's disgusting, or it may not be disgusting. I already know that this person doesn't take care of it. How about this? A simple door handle. You can't even get in the car from the outside of the car or the inside of the car, and they want me to go through the passenger side. But they want an oil change. So we'll bring it in, and we typically don't take waiters for oil changes. They're usually dropped off. And I'll bring it in, and I'll go through the car, and at that point I'm going to decide how bad that car is, and if I'm going to do any work to it, even if I'm even going to change the oil. I may even just back it out and just say I refuse service on this car, and I've done that. I haven't done it on too many cars, and there's probably more that I should have, because then you're just helping that person continue what they're doing, driving around in an unsafe car, polluting the environment, putting themselves at risk, putting their children at risk, and yes, car seats in the car, seat belts that don't work, airbag systems bad, door handles that don't work, no wiper blades, grinding brakes, and I just need an oil change. So yeah, I'll back that car out, and Rachel will go through the minimum repairs, and if it's leaking fluids out of it, it's an instant we're not working on your car. Leaking oil, meaning it's dripping out while I'm working on it. If it's dripping on me while I'm working on your car, even when I'm checking it out, you have to fix that or get out. I don't care. I've had people come in with their radiators overheating and coolant spewing all over the place, and they're like, nah, just change the oil. Yep, I backed that car out too. The way that I am because of my experience with people and vehicles, and I will not continue to service those customers, and there's a word for this too. These are people who never fix anything. If you continue to invite the people who never fix anything into your shop, that's all you will ever be doing, is never fixing anything on their car. So I kind of eliminate those people from that. They abuse their vehicles. They don't care about anything, themselves, the people around them. insurance rates. So for me, I don't give a shit. I'm just not, I just refuse service. If the car comes in like this, I'll give it a car like this. It's here for, I don't know, 30K service. Look it over. They want the brake fluid flush. They want the filters done. They want the GDI done. They want all this stuff done. They want a safe, they want a good running car. They take care of it. These are the customers that I like. These are the vehicles I like to work on. I really don't like working on cars that are falling apart, but sometimes we get those cars and we catch them all up. But I'm not an asshole or a dickhead or a jerk off because of this. Remember what I said. If a doctor saw abuse in adolescents or teenagers or adults or seniors, they would do everything in their power to get that person arrested and get that piece of their life away from them, right? And if they were at the, and I'm just using veterinarians and animal lovers as a relationship, right? Relationship between me and them is that they see that the owner is not feeding it, abusing it, it's chained up. It's animal abuse. People with social media call the cops, call the animal police, and they would get you arrested and get your animals taken away from you. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But nobody cares, especially New Jersey. New Jersey could give two shits less if you crash, burn, and die and kill 10 people because your car's falling apart at your feet. And that's the truth. And this is where we're at. Philadelphia, some other states are different. They want people's cars safe on the road. They don't want you driving around in death traps. And nor do I. I don't want my customers driving around a car that's in bad shape. And that's why we keep up with them. But, we'll just put that in perspective there. And I'll give you another example. Like today, we had a vehicle in here for an AC diagnostic. Okay, no big deal. Go out to the car, start it up. Engine lights flashing, engine's misfiring. It's here for an AC diagnostic, right? So the engine can't even run properly enough to spin the compressor at the right RPM because the engine's misfiring. Customer says nothing about it. Put the car in gear, hit the gas, motor mount's broken. I didn't even get it in the shop yet to figure out what's wrong with the AC. Get it into the shop, turn the AC on. Guess what doesn't work? The AC doesn't work. So I already have multiple issues. Customer doesn't want to pay for a diagnostic. I don't know if the BCM is bad, climate control has issues, if the door motors are out of calibration. Zero, because they don't want to pay for that. Bring it in the shop, check the system, it's empty. Recharge it, get the gauge readings. The low pressure is at 50, fans are on, system's full. This is what you get. Now you got a system that doesn't work properly because you don't want to fix your car. Check the air filter, dirty. Check the belt, just about shot. Coolant bottle seeping. Guaranteed the cabin air filter is clogged, and the cabin air filter restricts the airflow again across the AC condenser. AC evaporator, a thing that blows cold air into your car. I can't help these people if they don't fix anything. And look at the list of problems. I didn't even do a full evaluation. AC in op, broken motor mount, engine light on, engine misfire, serpentine belt bad, air filter bad, guarantee the cabin air filter is bad, 125,000 mile car. You can imagine what else is wrong with it. So, like, I have 8 issues. I didn't even get into this car yet, not including what parts are required to make the air conditioning blow cold and stay working. So, look at all those failed systems. And then, we tell the customer, hey, your engine light's on, your engine's running bad. This all affects how your AC performance works. Oh, no, I just want the AC charged. How can I help anybody? I can't even do my job. But, I should have just backed it out and said, what can I do if you won't even let me diagnose your engine light to make sure that there isn't any other problems above and beyond your engine misfiring. So I am the way I am because of the people and the environment that I've been in for the last 30 plus years. I'm not a dickhead, I'm not a jerk off. I am not making fun of anybody, I am reporting the conditions. And these are real conditions, real safety conditions, real life-threatening conditions that people bring their vehicles in here and have car seats in their car, right? So think about that. If you had your animal in your car and it flew out the window, you'd be on the 10 o'clock news because your car was unsafe and the seat belts don't work and the airbags don't work and your window doesn't go up or whatever the case may be. but I'm the bad guy, and I'm not a bad guy. So, do I refuse service on people's cars? Absolutely. Thanks for watching.